All right, let's give you a live look outside. This is Highway 50 at Echo Summit. Look at those sloppy roads right there. The wind's starting to pick up in the Sierra. A few trees there have been swaying back and forth this morning. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Mike Cherry.
And I'm Brittany Hope. Today, of course, is a weather impact day, and we have team coverage for you this morning. Our team of meteorologists is tracking the system. Eileen Javor is in Placerville at Hangtown Creek with a look at the storm's impact on streams. Heather Waldman will tell us more about the weight of the snow and issues it's causing. And Tamara Berg is keeping an eye on the system as it moves on through. So first, we'll start with Tamara.
Yeah, let me show you where exactly it's raining right now, because these showers, especially in the last hour to 2 hours, have been more on that hit and miss variety. Got a couple of showers here working from Auburn and then on up the hill there as you travel along Interstate 80, and it's all going to be rainfall once you get to lake level there, just around the Truckee area and even down around the lakeside there. It's all falling as rain. You have to get to the higher peaks there till you start to see some snowfall. Along areas of Highway 49 from Forest Hill into Georgetown, you're getting some rainfall. Same story in Placerville. On up the hill towards Pollock Pines, getting rain on top of that already pretty deep snowpack that's up there as you get up above about 4,000 feet. A little bit of rainfall coming down right now from Newman and then off towards Merced, and then you can see there's a heavier band of rain right now focused right over Mariposa and down parts of that Highway 49 stretch. Highway 120 also seeing some good heavier rainfall, especially impacting areas around Yosemite National Park. It's getting gusty, and the gustiest spots I have currently are in the Sierra. Winds are gusting anywhere from 35 to 36 miles per hour, and it's still occasionally gusty in the foothills. Winds are gusting at about 24 in Placerville, up to 30 here in Auburn, and winds just starting to gust over Modesto at about 20 miles an hour. But most of the rest of the valley floor experiencing a little break from those really gusty conditions we had, especially in the overnight hours. Hour by hour for today, the wind is not nearly going to be as strong as yesterday. And then look at this, as we move beyond about mid-morning, we could actually see some breaks of sunshine out there, and expect that this is just going to be one of those days where we might have a shower that moves through the valley and then moves out of the view pretty quickly. Highs today will top out into the upper 50s, and then we have some changes to talk about heading through the weekend, looking at the timing of more rain and more snowfall, and even another system that could arrive as we get into next week. I'll have a full detail on that coming up in just a bit. For now, I'll send it back to you. All
right, Tamara, thanks. All this rain, of course, is adding to ongoing flooding concerns, especially in the foothills.
Yeah, KCRA 3's Eileen Javora is live in El Dorado County to talk about the impact that this may have on the river and stream levels.
Yeah, we did have heavy rain in the overnight, strong gusty winds, and that rain is now filling up the creeks here in El Dorado County, but they're staying well within the banks for now. The rainfall here in Placerville has been somewhere in the 1.5 to nearly 2-inch range, and up the hill towards, say, Pollock Pines, it's been closer to 3 inches or more by now. And we're going to continue to see these waves of rain, as Tamara has mentioned, throughout the morning and throughout the day. As we look at Hangtown Creek behind me, you can certainly see it is flowing fast, it is flowing swift, and it is higher than it was yesterday at this time. If you take a look at some video shot yesterday in the afternoon, just when the rain began to pick up, you can see it was at a much lower level at that point. Again, some of that rainwater, a little bit of that snow melt coming in from some of those higher elevations. Don't forget, just above here, about 1,000 feet higher than here, it is a full-on snowpack at 3,000 to 4,000 feet. But let me show you what Hangtown Creek looked like just at where we're standing some time ago. This was December 31st. If you remember that New Year's storm, we had consecutive days of rain that just added up and added up. So it overflowed its banks here at Hangtown Creek in Placerville into the parking lot we're standing by a good foot or so. So much lower levels, obviously, at this point. But we know with waves of rain continuing to come in over the weekend, it's definitely worth monitoring all of these streams and creeks in the foothills. And of course, this water eventually flows to Folsom Lake, but south of here, all the streams and creeks at lower parts of El Dorado County and Amador County flow into the Cosumnes River. And of course, that's going to be running high and potentially reaching flood stage later today and into tonight. So that's what's happening here with the creeks and streams here in El Dorado County. Let's check in with Brian right now. Brian, I know with this chunky snow just up the hill from here, there's a lot of standing water on the roadways nearby Highway 50.
And that's been an issue on Interstate 80. At one point overnight, they had 1 to 2 feet of water across the roadway at Cisco Grove because some of the storm drains are just clogged with snow and ice this morning. And this is what it looks like in Myers right now. They're holding traffic over Highway 50. You can see the raindrops on the lens, holding traffic here because they are doing avalanche control on Echo Echo Summit. And the road is wet up there. It's not snowy up there, but anytime you get this amount of water on the snowpack, that in itself can create some instability as well. So they're taking care of avalanche control on Highway 50. So right now, 50 is closed between Twin Bridges and Myers while they conduct that AVI control. Highway 88 right now, Peddler Hill to Woodford's, they have that closed. That due to snow, because again, Carson Pass, Carson Spur much higher than Echo or Donner Summits, and so that is snow there. Interstate 80 is open with no restrictions. However, watch for standing water. There are so many drains up there that are plugged right now. Caltrans can't get to all of them, so it's on you to just take your own safety into your own hands. Here's a look at Interstate 80 right now. We're looking off to the west. Beautiful view there as things start to dry out a little bit, and we don't have any problems to report along Interstate 80, so that's the good news there. Highway 50 looking good. Right around Howe Avenue, we have one issue there. That's a vehicle spin out and a pole. Not going to be a big deal for you. I-5 and 99 also looking good if you're coming up from Elk Grove and through South Sacramento. Don't see any issues there. Through Stockton, no problems to report here. Just a minor spin out on the 99 side. I-5 all looking good. And as we make our way down through Modesto and Manteca along the 99 corridor, clear there. And then westbound 205 to 580. A little bit of slowing across the Altamont Pass, where that speed right now is at 26 minutes, but you can see 205. No delays. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Brian. The heavy rain leading to many having to leave their homes this morning. An evacuation warning in place in Stanislaus County.
This is happening in Modesto along the Tuolumne River. That's where we find KCRA3's Aaron Heft with a look at the current conditions there. Aaron, I know you're talking about some flooding on the roadways there too, right?
Flooding on the roadways, people really braving it. This, a perfect example. This, well, look, we're watching someone do it as we speak live on television. While this road, River Road, is flanked by disabled cars. So I guess this is a pick your poison moment, but this is not advised whatsoever. Every first responder I've ever worked with throughout my entire career has said, turn around, don't drown. You actually have no idea how deep this water is until you're already in it. Now let's talk about that evacuation warning. Let me show you the map. So everything in red on this map is under an evacuation warning here in Modesto. And just for reference, it's east of South 9th Street, west of Avon Street, between River Road, where I stand right now, and the Tuolumne River. Now, if you're in this area and you'd like to leave, there is a resource for you. You can actually go to Patterson High School, and that's at 200 North 7th Street in Patterson, California. Back out here live. River Road, just for perspective, on the left-hand side, well, that is the Tuolumne River. And if we go up this River Road and just hook a left, that's where tons of mobile home parks are, with hundreds and hundreds of people who live there. And those are the homes and the people, the businesses, the residents that are in jeopardy right now and under this warning. Person after person doing exactly like you're not supposed to do. It's just not advisable. I feel like a broken record. I've said this in different locations across the United States at this point. You're not supposed to do that. Please heed the warning. Also, if you're in this area of that map, expect a Stanislaus County Sheriff deputy to be knocking on your door. If they haven't already yesterday, they should be today, letting you know that the warning is under effect and you have resources available to you. In Modesto, Aaron Heft, KCRA 3 News.
All right, Aaron, thank you so much. Yeah, we see a car behind you. Maybe they actually were listening to Aaron finally.
Maybe.
They stopped right before they got to that standing water. All right, we're also following damage reports from the passing storm this morning. Some in a Carmichael neighborhood were woken up by the sound of a loud crash. That turned out to be a large oak tree that was brought down by the wind. This is in the 6900 block of Landis Avenue along the American River. The tree fell on a sewer pump station that knocked it out. That caused sewage to overflow in the area. Sewer crews were quickly dispatched to make those repairs.
And in the Bay Area, they've seen a lot of impact from this storm. In Oakland specifically, Interstate 580 is now closed in both directions because of flooding. Look at all of that water. Highway Patrol shut it down at around 3 o'clock this morning. Crews have been out there ever since for hours, even as the rain continues to fall. They're trying to pump all of that water off the freeway after a storm drain in the area failed. That will be a mess for folks in the Bay Area this morning. Well, as the storm has water managers closely monitoring the state's reservoirs, today the Department of Water Resources will increase the amount of water being released from Lake Oroville. The Hyatt Power Plant will send more water into the Feather River. DWR will also open the auxiliary spillway today. In total, they'll be releasing 15,000 cubic feet per second from Lake Oroville.
And snow causing a roof to collapse in Amador County. Take a look at this right here. This is a Dollar General in Pioneer. Amador fire crews say there was no one hurt because of the collapse. Crews say the building, however, is a complete loss. All right, let's take a look now at our outages across the area this morning. Right now, more than 68,000 customers without power across the state. More than half of those are in Monterey County, with more than 38,000 in the dark. More than 2,600 customers are out of power in Nevada County.
And in Rio Linda, a tree fell, took down power lines, and caused a gas leak. It's a mess. Sacramento fire crews were forced to shut down the road surrounding the tree as PG&E worked to remove the tree and dig up that line.